Make sure to follow me on ArtStation. Check my previous works for more useful information and inspiration. Hello everyone, welcome to this new tutorial. I'm going to show you how to use the Lichen splatter, and I will also give it for free for anyone to use on their personal projects. And I will also include the SPSAR file of this roof tile material for anyone to use on their personal stuff and personal projects. And there will be licenses for companies and studios as well, indie and AAA as well, if you want to use that as well. And it will not include the MOS generator. I will also include the MOS generator in the future, in a few weeks or month. I will also post it for free for personal use for anyone to use it in their projects. So you can create nice and beautiful MOS generated. You can just give it a height map and it knows what to do. Or you can just create a mask for that and you can play around with it as you wish. I still have the file and the generator or the tool on my PC, but it's a bit messy and not optimized at all. I will keep working on that, and as soon as it's ready, I will post it for anyone to use it. And let's get to the point, right? So here I have the graph of this roof tile material. To keep it easy and nice, I have this Lichen splatter and the Lichen generator. So basically when you download the files, there is an easy way to access it, which everyone knows. I'm just going to explain it in case of someone is a bit beginner or didn't use the SPSAR files from before. So you click on your file, it's on my second screen, and you just drag the file here that you downloaded, which is lichen.gs.spsar, and you drop it here, and you basically select Lichen generator, and then do it again and spawn the Lichen splatter. So it's basically like this. You do it twice and you get the Lichen generator. So the Lichen generator is pretty easy to use. You have Lichen types to choose from, like 3 ones, and you have the Lichen color to play around with, so you can change the color of the overall Lichen. And you have the dirt level, if you want to make some dirt on the lichens or not. And you have the fungus color, which is these small bits here. Basically, you create 3 of those like this and link the color, which contains the alpha on it, and the height as well on the pattern too. So you basically can include 3 patterns of this and use it on the Lichen splatter. One thing I would advise as well is to reduce the resolution, because you cannot have 2K map splattered over a 2K map, which is too much. So we're gonna go with -3 maybe. If it's too much pixelated, you can increase that and go like -2 or -1. I think -2 is going to be a good start. So I already have a preset that's also going to be included, which I used for this material as well. So you can just load it from here. You just basically click on this one, load preset file, and select it, and it will load the parameters for you. So I have the normal map, which is this one. I have the height map as well, ambient occlusion, roughness, specular, which is optional in case of you want to use it in Unreal Engine or a different game engine or anything like that. It's up to you. And we basically need those outputs here. We need the base color, which is here. We need also the normal map, and we need the other maps as well, like roughness goes here, and the height map from here, and then we get the ambient occlusion. So when we have those, you can see when you double click on it, it's completely empty, and that's because you don't have a Lichen mask, which means you tell the Lichen splatter or the Lichen generator, here's the map, here's the brighter values or the data that I want you to use. so you can splatter the lichens on these areas. So it's basically a map to tell the lichen where it goes. So for us, based on the references that I read and based on the images or based on how you want the lichen to be on your material, that works for rocks, works for any kind of material that can have lichens. So basically, I just got some mask and some from the height map, and I did some noise on it to get some randomization. Mask the crags using a mask from the normal maps slope. So basically, I got something like this. You can see it's pretty simple. It's nothing fancy about it. I can just use this one directly in here, and you can see that it splatters all the lichens all over. And when I double click on here, I can control the X amount and the Y amount as well. So I can just preview this, right click and drop it here. You can preview this and you can see that you can play around with the normal map of the lichens, which is the normal intensity if you want the normal intensity of the lichens to appear a bit harsh, which I don't really recommend that. I usually keep it a bit low, so it's a little bit noticeable like this. And we have the lichen height. So if you are using tessellation or if you are using displacement or anything like that, uh, it uses the height map information of the lichens, so it splatters everything and blends everything the correct way. So you can see it's actually blurring the height map that where the lichens should be, so it places in the right area without messing around with the details. So we don't want to have the details of the material over the lichens, which is a good thing. And we have also the roughness. We usually know that lichens are a bit rough, right? So in case of you blend them later and you want to create like a puddle or anything like that, that could take care of it. But if you want to have some weird material that has, I don't know, like where the lichens need to be glossy depending on your style of the game or anything like that, you can reduce the roughness and play around with it as you wish. All right. And this is basically it. And it's pretty simple to use. Make sure you don't go crazy with the resolution so you can have, I would recommend if you have 2K map, you can use -2 or -3. That goes really well with it. That allows you to work with the material or the splatter in a very easy way. All right, and that should do it. You will also find the SPSAR material of this one, of this material. So basically I can double click here and play around with the parameters, and I can change the shape to polygonal, and I can get something like this. I can play around with the colors and the damage and everything so I can get a different look. And that one is going to be free for you. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more stuff.